Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Take 5. I'm your host, Carla Salinas. Get ready to get a little crafty today. Take 5's Trista Castillo visits the first place in the RGV to offer rug tufting. Check out Craft Social in McAllen.
Hey everyone, we're here at Craft Social with owner Amy Canizales. Amy, thank you so much for having us. I'm super excited for what we're going to talk about today.
Thank you for coming.
This is an amazing business idea. How did you start?
So it all started when I was in college. I did it for one of my marketing projects, and we did like whole presentation of everything. Then I graduated, started working, and then I was like, man, I really want to go back home and go to the valley and open something up. And I just remembered back to different things that I was thinking of opening. So I wanted to open something up that was really fun for family and friends to get creative and social with each other. Everything's walk-in based unless we have a private party or a private workshop. But it's super cool because you can be eating here at the McAllen district and you can grab a drink or you get some coffee and then come on in here and get creative. So we just started rug tufting and it's pretty cool. You can make any design. So I think that's really what we're gonna be working on later today.
I know, I'm so excited. When I saw that you do this, I felt like it was so unique. I've seen it a lot on social media, so I'm kind of really excited to get my hands dirty and see how it works.
For sure, it's so much fun.
Yeah, and you're one of the only people that do it here in the valley, right?
Yes,
yeah.
We'll be the first one to offer the service.
And so you can actually put anything you want, any design on
let's say if you have a business and you want to do a business logo, just submit your design online and we'll sketch it out for you and then you'll come in and tuff it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. So what are we going to be working on today, me and you?
So we'll be finishing off our Texas symbol on our rug tufting, and then we'll add a little heart for the RGV.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm so excited, Amy. I'm ready to go. Are you?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. You want to go slowly, slow triggers. Oh. Okay.
There you go. Oh wow, this is awesome! So Amy, thank you so much for showing me how to rug tuft. I'm definitely going to sign up for one of your workshops so I could look like this.
Of course.
And now, once again, where can people find you if they want to sign up for this?
So you can find us on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram at Craft Social Texas.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Yes, it was a blast.
You've probably seen satisfying slime videos. I know I have. Today, joining us is Maritza Navarro from Crazy Slime RGV to tell us about this sensation. Thank you so much for joining us today, Maritza.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so what kind of slime are we making today?
We're doing fluffy slime today.
Okay, let's get started.
Ooh, I'm so excited. What's the first step?
You're gonna pour the bottle of glue in your container.
Okay, so we each have our glue
The whole
here.
one?
Yes.
All of it?
Yeah, you can take off the...
Oh, okay, yeah. That'll be easier. So tell us about Crazy Slime RGV. How long have you guys been around?
We're coming up on our anniversary in a couple of months, so we're really excited about that.
Oh, that's awesome. This is already so fun already. I didn't even know it was glue to start with.
Yes. Yes, that's the main ingredient, glue.
Really? Okay.
So we got our glue in. What's our next step?
Okay, now we are going to do a top layer of shaving cream.
Okay.
And it'll be just cover the
Just
entire
on top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now you can pick what scents you want or what colors, and it'll be just a drop of the color, and you can do half a cap. So now we're gonna mix and just make sure all of our ingredients are mixed together before we start activating it.
What inspires you to make these different kinds of slimes?
Basically just the snacks that we like to eat. I feel like the elote, I love elote, and Danancito, our kids love paleta payaso, so We kind of mix some of our favorite snacks into.
And you make everything yourself, right?
Yes, my husband and I do.
Oh, it's so cool and it's really realistic. I almost wanted to eat it.
Thank you. Once everything's mixed, you're gonna go ahead and activate your slime.
Okay.
And we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of activator.
Okay, so we have our little things right here. What do you think makes a good slime?
Oh, I think just the being able to play with it. Sometimes some slimes are really sticky, and if you do get a sticky slime, the good thing about that is that it comes with an activator spray. You can go ahead and activate your slime.
What's your favorite slime, Maritza?
My favorite slime is the cloud slime, and it's this one we have here on top. I just love how it drizzles, it's so easy to play with, and it's really easy, like as a beginner slime. Like for younger kids, it's the best. I love it. Ooh. I love the cloud slime. Okay, and now you're gonna start mixing it.
Okay.
Oh
my God.
Yeah,
this feels crazy, guys.
Oh my God, it's really slimy.
I like to fold it in.
Okay.
Look at that. It's no longer sticking to my hands. Here we go.
Yes. Now you can choose what we're gonna call it toppings or decorations.
Okay, Maritza, well, I'm going to continue playing with this all day.
Yes,
but one more time, where can people find you if they do want to find these slimes?
We have our online store, it's crazyslimergb.com, and we are located inside the Plaza Mall. One location is in front of Starbucks and Sara, and our second location is opening Tuesday, July the 18th in front of Sephora.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Today's show is all about creativity, and that's exactly what this bakery is doing. Take 5's Trista Castillo shows us how Galletitas Bakery is putting a twist on your typical pan dulce.
If you're like me, nothing pairs better with coffee than cookies and some conchas. Today we spoke with a local bakery who takes a fun approach to a classic dessert. Tucked away in the McAllen Mercado district, there's a small family business where locals come to enjoy delicious sweet treats. Galletitas Bakery is known for their mini maranitos and now their custom designed conchas. We sat down with Arvin Martinez, who says his father was the one who started their business.
My dad started about 3-4 years ago. He was mainly doing the maranitos from his house, and he started with the mini maranitos as a kind of hobby, extra income, and then eventually my sister tagged along. She introduced the concept of the conchas with the decoration and the mini conchas, and then I tagged along about a year ago, and we started working on the galletitas.
Arvin says his family recipe is deep-rooted.
Well, he's been doing that for about 40 years, 45 years in Mexico, in Veracruz. We're from Veracruz. It was like a family tradition. It was an opportunity that he had while growing up, because that was his main way of just making money back then.
His family's wildest dreams came true after constantly selling out at local markets.
What helped us a lot, it was the mini marranito. It's the size of my logo. People are used to the marranito at the bakeries, right? You see the big marranito at the bakeries, but now we would sell it in a mini version.
The bakery offers their original marranitos along with new flavors like choco chip and protein. And if you don't know what an original marranito tastes like,
it's gonna be something similar to the gingerbread man, but it's gonna be the Hispanic version.
The bakery also creates stunning concha art inspired by the season or what's happening on social media.
Oh, the alien concha was because of the meteorite that happened here in Mission. So we started seeing a lot of memes. So my sister was, all right, let's make an alien concha,
Galletitas Bakery sells freshly designed conchas and mini conchas exclusively on the weekends. Arvin says their goal is to make their baked goods as fresh as possible.
We make them for the Mercado district. We make them that same day on Fridays and then bring them here, pack them, and they usually last us about only the weekend. Most of the time we sell out.
When Take 5 returns, she's a pageant queen, a published author, and she's empowering the RGV. Plus, your chance to win a pair of tickets to McAllen. Stay tuned, guys.
Follow us on social media at take5.krgv.
She's Miss Texas U.S. International 2023, an entrepreneur, and most recently, a published author. Tessie Ledesma joins us now for the release of her new book, Polly the Possum. Tessie, first of all, congratulations on a successful launch. I read the book and I gotta say, I loved it so much. So tell our viewers a little bit about Polly the Possum.
Yeah, so Polly the Possum celebrates self-love. It kind of makes you want to accept the things that make you different because those make you unique and make you beautiful. And that is my goal through the book. I really want to spread self-acceptance, self-worth, and most of all, inclusion.
Yeah, so I feel like when I read it, it took me right back to middle school, you know, feeling a little bit insecure, you know, not really knowing where I stand. But you know, Polly the Possum kind of finds her way in the end, and I really love that story. What inspired you to write it?
My little sister and my dad are my biggest inspirations. They actually, in the book, it's based on a possum, and the idea behind the possum is because we live on a farm. So my dad and my sister would set up these possum traps to kind of protect their chickens, because we have chickens who lay eggs. And every time a possum goes in there, they put a little golf ball to imitate an egg. And when the possum goes in, they do a catch and release. They don't harm the possum. They kind of drive out to these remote fields and they release the possum into the environment because they believe they still have a purpose, and they are. They're nature's little pest control in a sense. And another backstory to the inspiration behind the book is my little sister also, during the pandemic, without the social interaction skills that a lot of our youth faced, she did lose a sense of herself in a way, and she suffered through mental health issues. And I thought of ways that I can reach out to our youth through her story, and that's where Polly the Possum just blossomed with the catch and release of possums to her mental health at the same time. I thought it was a perfect opportunity to take this story and run with it and inspire our youth.
I love it. I love that so much. So for the mamas, the grandmas, the grandpas that want to read this book to their kiddos, where can they find that book?
So right now you can buy directly through me, Tessie Ledesma on Facebook. You can reach out to me any way, any form, email, text. I can probably share that with you. And then also my publishing company does have a link where everybody who wants to order can buy directly from them. Aside from that, it will be at Barnes & Noble's in stock on shelves, online, and Amazon, but that would be in September because that's a little bit of a longer process. So we definitely wanted to release as soon as possible, which is now. People can actually buy them now and have copies. But if you want to go through Barnes & Noble's and Amazon, more of those retailers, it'll be in September 12th actually.
Our viewers will definitely keep an eye out for that. And again, you know, a huge congratulations to you for Polly the Possum, Tessie, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hey guys, I'm here with Channel 5 News morning anchor Trey Serna. So Trey, finding a job in Texas is one thing, but finding a job that you love, that's a whole other thing.
That is definitely right. So Carla, believe it or not, there's actually a Valley company that was recently named as one of the best places to work in the state by Great Place to Work and Fortune magazine. So I met up with Nick Rhodes recently, and he's the president and CEO of Rhodes Enterprises. Now they're a real estate and home builder headquartered in McAllen.
Very nice, Trey. So what makes Rhodes Enterprises a really great place to work?
That was my question too. So Nick tells me that they have core values that they follow as a company, but one that they really focus on is their employees. And simply put, if the company is doing good, they want their employees to do good. So they offer competitive salary, bonuses, and a whole lot more. And it's all in an effort basically to allow their employees to grow within the company. And another fun tidbit is that Nick was telling me that during the pandemic, their company actually grew. And I was wondering, how did that happen? But he says, think about it though. A lot of people were home. A lot of people had to create workspaces at home and their lives changed. So they started to move out of their apartments, started building homes. So in turn, it helped a business like them flourish and to help their employees as well.
Wow, that's really surprising,
right?
And incredible to say
Yeah.
the least. And I'm just so happy for our RGV community. I feel like we're really growing quite a lot now.
Definitely, and the business like them is booming for them, so it's good all around for everybody.
I agree. Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Trey.
Thank you for having me.
Don't go anywhere. Your chance to win a pair of tickets to McAllen is coming right after this break.
The following segment is supported by the City of McAllen.
A festival that celebrates music, culture, and art. That's right, McAllen is right around the corner, and here to talk to us all about it is Vinny Treviño from L&F Distributors and Joe Garcia from the McAllen Convention Center. Thank you guys both so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Carla. Thanks for having us.
So first of all, I'm so excited for McAllen. It's something that I look forward to every single year. Now, Joe, what can people expect from this year's event?
Well, they can expect a lot of great music and a celebration of pre-Hispanic culture from Mexico. So we're going to have music, artisan vendors, and this year we're really excited. We're actually going to have Lucha Libre on Sunday. So celebrating Mexican culture from pre-Hispanic times to the phenomenon of Lucha Libre. So it's very exciting and it's jam-packed, right? Last year was 5-day festival. Now it's going to be a 3-day festival. So we're very jam-packed with everything for the family, for everyone to come.
And this year, Vinny, L&F Distributors is actually working alongside the City of McAllen. Tell us about this partnership.
Yeah, so it's our first year participating with McAllen. Obviously, it's a great event we've always wanted to be a part of. But this year, we'll actually be taking a deeper dive by bringing some of our spirits to sample out, which is pretty unique. We have an awesome portfolio, a great selection of agave, and so we're able to feature that, showcase it. We'll be out there talking about what we have, talking about our products, and just giving you a good history rundown on agave from how it's made, where it's made, and what we have available for the public. So we're really excited about that.
Now, is this a separate ticket from McAllen?
From my understanding, yeah, we have a sampling event, and then we'll have restaurants out there that'll be featuring our agaves as well. So it'd be kind of two aspects to kind of go at it, get a drink from the restaurants and then come talk to us and let us give you a deep dive on agave.
That sounds so amazing.
Yeah.
We're celebrating Hispanic culture. We can't do it without tequila and mezcal.
No, we cannot.
So, Joe, tell us about the Sabor de Mexico event as well.
So the Sabor de Mexico is going to happen on Sunday, and it's a celebration of our local restaurants. They'll be doing tastings. It's a food festival. So that's something that people really need to understand about McAllen, is that it's a festivals within festivals. So Saturday, Sabor de Mexico, featuring great food from Mexico, featuring the local restaurants, and Saturday, with, like he said, with L&F, it's our Spirits, Tequila, and Mezcal Festival as well. So there's separate tickets those are available on Ticketmaster. People can go in there, get their tickets already, because we do expect great large crowds for these VIP kind of high-level experience events for the Spirits, Mezcal, and for the Sabor a Mexico, featuring great food from our restaurants.
Okay, well, you sold me. One more time, Joe, where can people find their tickets?
The tickets at Ticketmaster, they just need to look for McAllen on Ticketmaster or go to mixlon.com, and they have all the information for the festival, the schedule, and tickets at mixlon.com.
Thank you so much to you both for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, guys, the time has come. Call the number that you see on your screen to win a pair of tickets for the Sabor a Mexico at McAllen. Only the first caller wins, so get that phone out right now and call the number you see on your screen. Good luck, everyone. Hey Swifties, this one's for you, a market inspired by the Eras Tour. All the details in just 2 minutes. Drop everything now, calling all Swifties to the South Texas Market's Eras themed event. Here to speak now is Cielo Cruz and Amber Avalos. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having us.
So how long have you guys been doing these markets?
So we went on a year this February, actually. We started last year, February 2022. Our idea actually came to us though December of 2021. We had been joining markets. Well, I was a small business owner, so I was joining markets since back of 2018. Cielo would be there to help me most of the times. So we both knew what we were looking for market-wise. So me as a vendor, her as like the environment, the vibe, posting on social media and getting us out there as well. So yeah, we've been going on a year now.
So I love this event so much because I'm actually a Swiftie, as some people know. I love Taylor, and you mentioned that you've actually done this previously. What was that like?
Yes, so we had people come and dress up in their favorite Taylor Swift era. We had vendors selling Taylor Swift merch. We had just music playing throughout the whole Eras tour, like playlists playing throughout the whole 4 hours of the market. And just everybody came out, showed out, all genders, all ages, in their gear, and it was just a nice community to see everybody shopping from our small vendors while listening to Taylor.
And just so y'all know, they were telling me that the Taylor Swift stuff kind of sells out that first hour.
Yes, within the first hour we had multiple vendors sell out of their Taylor Swift merch.
For those of us that really do want to attend, where can people go? How can they get that information?
So they could follow us on social media. There we mainly post the flyers, the time, as well as the address of where we will be. So most of our markets are at Tsunami Sushi, and that is in Edinburgh. So we will be there from 6 to 10. Again, our flyer is on all of our social media platforms. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, and we have Facebook as well.
Perfect. And apart from these vendors, people can expect even more.
Correct. Yes, we have around 45 vendors.
45 to 50. So they are all unique items. So.
Yes.
And food, music, all of it.
The food is from actually the restaurant. They have a special going on, buy one, get one, roll free during the whole event. So we highly recommend, if you're a sushi lover, you try them out.
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Yes.
All right, guys, one more time. What day is it? What time do people have to get there?
So our Eras Market is August 5th, and it is from 6 to 10, and it will be 2708 Cornerstone Boulevard. That is in Edinburgh, Texas, and we will be there from 6 to 10.
Well, thank you guys both so much for joining us.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys at the Eras Market this August 5th. Here's a look at what's going on across the RGV this week. Back to School Health Fair is happening Wednesday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the FAR Development and Research Center. There will be school supplies, games, and so much more for the kiddos. And the City of Harlingen is hosting Brews and Tunes Summer Beer Fest on Friday, July 28th at the Harlingen Baseball Park. You can purchase tickets at visitharlingen.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us this weekend. Next week, we're putting our spelling to the test with the Spelling Bee competition, and you're not going to want to miss it. See you all next Saturday at 10:30. Have a great week, everyone.